Hello and welcome to another video, and I'm going to start off with the breaking news that Piers Morgan is going to be the next James Bond. Probably not. It's actually on a tipping point. One guy, Jordan, has just been asked, who did Rachel Weisz marry, a James Bond actor, in 2011? He said Piers Morgan. He actually meant to say Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, Piers Morgan. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, thankfully it's not Piers Morgan. Anyway, she married Daniel Craig, so he still got it wrong. But what I'm actually making this video for is about Hellboy 2019, or it's just called Hellboy, just like the original Guillermo del Toro film back in, I think, 2004, if I remember rightly. And there was a sequel to that, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. They're alright, just wasn't overly wowed by them. Some people seem to go ape for them, I didn't. But there's a new film that's out now, it's out today actually, and it's, instead of Ron Perlman, he's not coming back as Hellboy, it's actually a bloke called David Harbour, who I can't recognise him for the makeup. I don't know him from too many things. He was in Suicide Squad and Crisis in Six Scenes, which was the Woody Allen series, like a one-off series. It was a good series. They should bring it back, but it's just a one-off series. But then, I don't know, he makes like one film a year, generally, although he doesn't seem to have made a film for a while. And that year he made a TV series. That was, yeah, a couple of years ago on Amazon. But David Harbour, who is apparently also in Stranger Things. I don't watch Stranger Things, it's not really my bag, but a lot of people seem to like it. There's been a bit of consternation. Apparently the critics don't like it. They don't like his new film. What do critics know? You know, all the critics, they find every single bloody Oscar-winning film, you know, whether it's Moonlight or whatever else is like popular, or just one of those films that's like just seems to be aiming for massive Oscar glory. I mean, like, you know, Three Billboards from Ebbing, Missouri. It was all right. It doesn't outstay its welcome too much. It's only about 2 hours. Was it 2 hours long? Just over 2 hours, I think. In fact, Hellboy is only 2 hours long, possibly 2 hours 1 minute. I'd rather much see that than bloody Avengers Endgame, 3 hours and 2 minutes, no intermission. What are you thinking? And Hellboy 2019, it actually looks quite fun, based on the trailer. I'll have a link in the video description to the trailer below. And it's also got Layla Morse in it, wielding a rifle. If you didn't know, she's Big Mo from EastEnders. Is she still in it? I don't know, I've not watched EastEnders in a long time. But whether she's still in it, what she is still is Gary Oldman's sister. If you didn't know that, now you do. If you did know it, just ignore the last 10 seconds. Anyway, the new film, it's Hellboy is caught between the worlds of the supernatural and human, and he battles the ancient sorceress Nimue the Blood Queen, played by Milla Jovovich from the Resident Evil films. Those are also things that critics didn't like, but they're actually really good fun if you watch them in 3D. I think, yeah, they made 4, 5 and 6 in 3D. They're actually really good fun. Yeah, it's not meant to be Oscar-winning material, it's just meant to be fun. Critics seem to forget that. Anyway, she's bent on revenge. It doesn't really matter what the plot is. You know, it's just going to be lots of violence and swearing. And personally, I mean, I have no idea how well the new version relates to the original comic books or anything like that. I just go to the cinema to see a fun film. Will I go to see Hellboy? Possibly. It's on this coming weekend. It's in the IMAX screen. It's not in 3D. I thought it was supposed to be in 3D. Then again, 3D, when it's done well, it can look really good. If a film is shot in 3D, it's worth seeing in 3D. Most recently, Alita Battle Angel, that was shot in 3D. Before that, pretty much the only film that graced the big screen that was shot in 3D was Transformers The Last Knight, which was really good fun in 3D. Yes, all the Avengers films and the DC films, they all turn up in 3D, well, pretty much most of them. If they're a 15 certificate, they don't tend to. But they're not shot in 3D. Yes, some of this Endgame and Infinity War was shot with IMAX cameras. So if you see it in the IMAX screen, it sort of opens up the top and bottom of the... how's that look on the camera there? It opened up the top and bottom of the screen to 1.90 to 1 instead of the 2.39 to 1 widescreen frame. But when I watched the IMAX trailer side by side, I can put a link in the video description to that as well. It was just like a bit of extra sky. That's all you got. Nothing critical. Well, yeah, it looked nice on a big screen, and you know, they may as well show, if you've got a cinema which is showing a 1.85 to, you know, to one screen, then 1.90 will fit in that, obviously. Slight black bars, but it doesn't really matter. They may as well just show it that way. I think the Avatar films did that. If you had a 1.85 screen, it would show it that way. If you had a 2.35 screen, it would show it that way, and it would just sort of crop the top and bottom. I've still not seen Avatar. I know James Cameron's making those sequels. What I'll probably do is wait until Avatar 2 comes out, and then Avatar 1 is bound to be on the big screen again. I'll go and see it in IMAX then. Yeah, may as well. Better than watching it on a TV, even if it is a 50-incher. But the point of this video is that Hellboy 2019 has been criticised because there's been lots of walkouts on set, even from Harbour himself, and lots of rewrites and all the rest of it. And apparently it's got a 10% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but I don't bother with Rotten Tomatoes, it's a pile of crap. And yeah, so all the critics, I think they all just get together to poo-poo a film like they poo-pooed The Last Night and pretty much every bloody Resident Evil film, because they don't know how to have fun. You watch the trailer for the new Hellboy, it actually looks like fun. Remember fun? Also, what's being reported, and this is on the Screen Rant website, so I'll have a link in the video description below for that. There's the alleged firing of cinematographer, who's a guy who's worked with director Neil Marshall, cinematographer Sam McCurdy, and producers Lawrence Gordon and Lloyd Levin. This is basically because he was giving different instructions than, you know, which differed from that given out by Neil Marshall. Also, there's been a problem that the script was tweaked by Harbour and co-star Ian McShane, and that there was a rather bizarre argument over the look of a tree that appears throughout the film. You know, you hear about cocaine and heroin and all sorts taking place in Hollywood, but arguing about a tree? Yeah, I don't think so. It also says that Levin's attorney, Martin Singer, has disputed all the claims and even accuses Neil Marshall of encouraging the story about McCurdy, calling the report a puff piece for the director. So yeah, they're all getting on really well making that film apparently, but wouldn't be surprised if it ends up like being someone else in the studio who ends up finishing the film off. But who knows? It's out today. Maybe if it does poorly, then there won't be many people going to see it in the IMAX like with the Transformers The Last Night, and even on the opening weekend it'll be plenty of room in there, so you know, may as well get a good seat. Maybe if it does really badly, we'll get a director's cut on Blu-ray. Maybe it won't come out for home formats. Yeah, it will do. They'll want to make their money back. It does look expensive, even if it all looks like it's been done in a computer. I don't know what the actual budget is for it though. It's bound to be $100 million plus, because what they'll have done is made this the first of a series of films if it does really well. It's probably not going to do really well just because people believe critics. And in fact, even when Transformers Age of Extinction came out, and Mark Kermode said that it was for him, it was the worst film of 2014. Again, critics. It wasn't a brilliant film, but it's brilliant in IMAX 3D, same with The Last Night. What do critics know? And in fact, yeah, as I say, he said himself, what critics say doesn't matter, because it made more money than God. He didn't say it made more money than God, I just made that up. Like a lot of people make God up. But anyway, so you're going to see Hellboy? Please let me know what you think in the comments below. In the meantime, please like this video and share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already, and Q Genesis.